excuse me. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Mudlarking with Steve. Happy New Year. I hope everyone had an amazing Christmas and everything like that. We've not been able to get out to do any mudlarking whatsoever because of the terrible weather that we've had. We've had tons and tons of snow in the last sort of week or so in North Yorkshire. Really bad. I've not seen snow like it for years. I say that, and then people in Canada and America get like really deep snow. Over here in the UK we get like 6-7 inches and everything closes and comes to a standstill. So I've not been able to get out to the river because the pavements and the roads haven't been gritted, and it's a long story. But hopefully tomorrow is Thursday, the 6th of January 2025. So I'm hoping to get out tomorrow, but we might be having some more snow. So I won't be holding my breath for that. But I've put a little video together today, just showcasing some finds that you probably haven't seen before or haven't seen in a long time. I know some of the things that I've picked out I've not seen for a couple of years. So awesome. I hope you enjoy, and please have a look back at some of the old videos, mudlarking, bottle tips and things like that, and we'll see you soon. Awesome. Thanks so much, guys. Cheers.
So guys, first up is this rather large pottery sherd. It does have a maker's mark on there, BBY. I have tried to find anything I can out about this maker's mark, but I've not been fruitful. So any searches that I've done, I've not been able to find anything out about it whatsoever. Date wise, I'm going to say probably late 1800s, early 1900s. It does have beautiful patterns on the sherd and a rather lovely moustache type handle. It is a lovely example. This was a bottle tip find, and yeah, I'm just really happy with this. I couldn't leave this behind. Now this is a portable hot water bottle. It is ceramic. It is a lovely example. It's got some beautiful markings or writings on there. The date's going to be around about 1850 upwards, and yeah, it's just amazing. I have not found anything similar to this while I've been in the bottle tips. And again guys, anything with stickers or red dots have been shown in the museum up in Knaresborough. Now I'm showing these bottles, all different types of bottles, just because of the colours. I think the colours look absolutely fantastic. From the blues to the greens to the ambers to the aquas, just phenomenal. And the milk and magnesia bottles I think just look absolutely beautiful. We have green poison, we have a bottle there with part of the label still on. Just fantastic. Now this piece, I do find quite a lot of masonry and carved stone on the river. This is a river find. You can see that there's a lovely flower or petals that have been carved out on this piece of rock. And on the back side you can see that there's some little grooves that have been cut in there. I'm guessing to adhesive it to whatever it was up against, possibly a type of fire maybe. Now this is an interesting find. When I first found this is a river find again. Now when I first found this I thought that it was part of a bomb shell or bomb casing, because the lines that you see were the only thing that was visible when I found this. It was totally encrusted in goo and just sort of rubbish and what have you. I cleaned it up and it isn't in actual fact a lawnmower wheel from around about 1865. Now I did show it to the museum and to some other people, and they were pretty convinced, I don't know why, that it was some type of marmalade cutter. Now if you do a 1800s marmalade cutter, you will see that it's not, and that this is in actual fact a lawnmower wheel. Now this was a bottle tip find. No, it wasn't, it was a river find, sorry. Again, a shoe, I'm going to say sort of late Victorian shoe, and you got the metal little horseshoe shaped metal clip on the bottom of the shoe there. You can see also where the shoe's been mended many times on the heel, and if we look closely you can see that there's little pin tacks still situated within this shoe. I'm going to say that it was most probably a shoe for a man, hence why the little metal bit on the bottom, so that people could obviously hear him coming, some type of to stop the wear of the heel and things like that. It's a beautiful example, and we do find so many shoes in the bottle tips and the rivers, and I kept this one because I've not found one with a metal stud on the bottom before. Lovely example. And again we come across another carved piece of stone. Now this has been seen by archaeologists and experts at the museum, and we have no idea where it's from. It was found on the river around about 200 meters away from the castle, but again we have no idea what it's come from, where it was, or anything about it whatsoever. It's just a beautiful piece of carved masonry. Now this one was a bottle tip find, and it is in actual fact a 1930s 1940s Harrogate Railway memorabilia piece, and if you look closely it doesn't really show on this video, but the markings there, it does say Harrogate Railway, and it's lovely. It's a shame that it's broken, but yeah, just a lovely piece. Now as mudlarkers, we always find tiny pieces of pottery sherds, and we always wish that we can find a piece which is slightly bigger than, you know, a couple of inches or maybe an inch across, and sometimes you are lucky enough to be able to find pieces like this. Now this is transfer, and I do believe that the little decoration on the lower lip is hand painted on there, just because quite a lot of the decoration is not symmetrical, is not the same. If you look closely here you can see that most of these little I don't know what you call them, little sort of dimples are different, but it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and the craziness, the tiny little cracks, oh, it just makes it fantastic. Now we come to some good bits. These are English scenery or British scenery, like willow pattern, late Victorian I would say, and these are just beautiful. Everybody finds these, well I would think so anyway, because these are all found in the bottle tips. I probably have about 7 or 8 of these in total now. Yeah, there you go, British scenery, just amazing. That one that I'm picked up just there is slightly smaller than the other jug, or the other teapot rather, and you can see the little jug to the right hand side that I found a couple of weeks ago. Just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And people leave these when they find them broken in the tips, but I will take them always. If they're in that condition, I will take them. Up next is this beautiful little Victorian teacup saucer rather, with a little bit of gold leaf decoration just going around the rim. Shame it's broken, such a lovely little piece, and it is really small. But yeah, you find quite a lot of these, just beautiful. This is, again, I'm going to say, I'd like to say late Victorian, but I don't think it is. I think it's like early, sort of mid 1900s. It could be Victorian, but it is a candlestick holder. The handle is broken off, and you would hold that and use that to, you know, go around your house at night time and things like that before electricity. Amazing. Now this, we don't know too much about this. Again, this was a river find, and it's a huge piece of stone or concrete type of mix. We're not too sure. I haven't shown it to the museum or anybody like that. I have no idea where this could have come from. Maybe the castle, because it was found on the river, not far from the castle. But it's just fantastic. It always boggles my mind what you can find on the rivers. It really does. Now this was a bottle tip find. A beautiful candle holder. There's no markings, but you can see that there's like some type of butterfly design on there. I'm going to say 1930s, just because of like the outrageous colours and design on there. I would love to try and fix this at the top of the base, and maybe try and fit a handle on there as well, because that would be beautiful if that was fixed up and cleaned properly. Now this one, sweps to His Majesty the King, and I think this is round about, oh gosh, I've forgotten the date. It's early 1900s anyway. Yeah, my mind's gone blank. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, it's lovely. Shame it's broken at the top. Now these are just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. These are bottle tip finds. Obviously some type of ladies' cosmetic or jewellery lid or something like that, you know. The one on the right is hand painted. Absolutely beautiful, it really is. The white one on the left is transfer, and I'll probably say that the one on the left is older than the hand painted blue one here, but that is just beautiful. I've never seen anything like it on the internet or any other mudlarkers find. Yeah, fascinating, it really is. The artwork is just fantastic. Now this, perfume bottle, late Victorian, crystal cut glass. It's just beautiful. Well, I say crystal cut glass, and late Victorian. I'll probably guess that it is most probably late Victorian, and it's been cut beautifully. This was found in the bottle tip. Only probably a couple of millimeters of the blue was showing, and I walked on top of it and noticed and had to dig it out. I'm glad I did as well, because it is beautiful. I've not found anything like it since. Now this is a lovely little bottle, some type of apocryphy bottle. I'm going to say late Victorian again, just a beautiful little piece. Now this is a Mateus, I think it's Mateus, that's how you pronounce it, rosé wine bottle, around about 1940s, I'm guessing. It could be slightly older. It doesn't seem to have a seam, it seems to be hand blown. But I'm not going to say it's... I'd like to say it's Victorian or earlier, but people remember these bottles in the 70s and the 60s and so on and so on. So, yeah, I'm not 100% of the date on this one, but it is a lovely bottle. It's all out of shape and the colour's beautiful. It's just a lovely little flask. It really is. Stone inks. Excuse me. Stone inks. These are hard to come by. I don't find many of these in the bottle tips because the diggers find them and take them straight away. But sometimes they leave or don't notice what they're digging up and leave these behind. These are beautiful. I love these. Really nice. This one in the middle is full up with some type of cement and is extra heavy. I've tried to clear it out, but it just won't come out. There's all different shapes and different types, different ages, so on and so forth. But these are just lovely, they really are. Now this again is gorgeous. I have no idea about it whatsoever. I'm gonna guess that it's maybe Belgium or Holland, something like that, or from that area. Again, the date, I'm gonna say maybe late Victorian, early 1900s, just because of the colours and the design. You can see the windmills on there and the boats. There is no markings on the bottom, but the glaze is absolutely magnificent. I've never seen anything like it since or before, really, and any internet searches, I don't come up with anything, but it is lovely. Now this looks extremely old. It's a bottle tip find. It's missing a handle, unfortunately. It looks like something out of, an Egyptian tomb or something like that, but in actual fact it's not. It is round about 1930s, 40s. And you can see the maker's mark on there. You can go and do the research and see that it is just like a late Victorian, early 1900s souvenir piece. Excuse me. Now this is a lovely bottle, poisonous written on the top. I think it's a tablespoons, I'm not too sure, maybe an early tablespoons, I can't make out the writings on the side. It's very thin, as you can see. It's got the ridges on the front there. It's slightly greeny, bluey opaque colour. It's not 100% clear, and that is a lovely bottle. It is a screw top as well, if you notice. This lid is going to be off like a water filter or something like that. Again, late Victorian, all the way through to the early 1900s. Lovely piece. I've got a few of these lids now. Oh yes, and this, I found this on the river. You look closely, there is a tiny little design on there, but I can't make out if it's just like a squirrely little pattern or if it is in fact some initials. And you can always see things better when they're slightly wet. But yeah, can you make anything out there, guys? I can't. Maybe need to have a clearer magnifier on that one, but that is most probably a lipstick holder. Here we have a late Victorian ladle, kitchen ladle or soup ladle or something like that. Beautiful piece. Shame it's broken on the rim. It would have had a little gold rim top as well. The craziness on it is again fantastic, and it's just a lovely little piece. I couldn't leave it behind. I had to take it. This is a viral bottle. It's a small one. I've got a few of these. My mum remembers these bottles in like the 1950s and 60s. They do range into quite large bottles as well. Lovely amber colour, and they're quite common. Oh, this is magnificent. Shame it's broken, but this is a teapot again. And again, last one for today, this lovely piece of carved masonry, again some type of flower design, and again a river find quite close to the castle or the priory. This one as well, it could have been part of the 13th century priory, but was situated right on the river in Knaresborough by Abbey Road. And just as we end this video, guys, I'd just like to mention that all the different types of pottery that I find on the River Nidd in Knaresborough, it just absolutely boggles my mind that we can find these pieces. You know, we find pieces of pottery that are hundreds and hundreds, possibly thousands of years old, all along the River Nidd. In my collection I have hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of pieces of pottery like this that you see right now, not including blue and white pottery and willow pattern and spongeware and things like that, but pottery that we have no idea about or where it came from, just because the oh my gosh, I can't speak. I'll start again. The plethora of historical lives and different eras just on this river, from you know, the leper hospital, the 13th century abbey, you know, you've got the hermit's cave, you've got the Lady of the Chapel of the Crag, you've got so many different things going on in Knaresborough, and so many different conflictions of ages and times. It's just fantastic, it really is. So anyway guys, before I, you know, flipping ramble on into oblivion, I'll stop the video now. Thank you for joining me. If you do like these type of videos, then let me know and I'll do plenty more. I've got so many different things that I can show, that I can make videos forever really. So awesome. Thanks very much guys, hope you enjoyed it. Love you all. Hit the like button, share the video with friends and other like-minded people, and we will see you again soon. Thank you. Goodbye.